I'm gonna do a work day in my life. I do work from home, that's why I look like this. But I might go to a coffee shop to get a little bit of work done. But before I go, one of my packages just arrived. I know what it is. It's a pair of Uggs. I'm going to New York for New York Fashion Week next week. No, in 2 weeks. These are my current Uggs. They are like 3 years old. And they're just so nasty. Like, can you see that? So I got a pair of the black platform Uggs. And they just got here. I opened it, but I didn't look at them yet. They're literally just the black platform ultra minis. I'm gonna go get dressed and then I'm gonna go to a coffee shop because I work so much better not at my house. Here's a little OOTD. And I literally have to wear stripes, I think every single day. Can't really see the whole fit, but it's cute, just trust. There's literally no way I'm gonna be able to talk and film in public. That's just not me. So maybe I'll get some clips of like what I'm doing. I mean, I guess on the way there I could just run through my job really fast. Should I do that? Okay, so my job, first I work as a stylist. First and foremost, I'm a stylist. Meaning I take on clients and projects, whether that's photo shoots, short films, you know, for events. Like I just had a client that I styled for the Golden Globes. I'm styling some people for Fashion Week in the next couple weeks. Like, that's pretty easy. I feel like most people, well, maybe not most people, but I feel like some people at least have an idea of what a stylist is. My day job that pays my bills, I work in fashion PR. My company that I work for, I'm an account manager, showroom coordinator, but we don't have a showroom, so I'm just an account manager. I'm the fashion executive. That's my official title at the end of my emails, is fashion and jewelry executive. Get it right. But we have clients and then we do all of their PR. So for my part of that, because I only work on the fashion and jewelry side, which right now we have, I believe, 7 fine jewelry brands. So I work with very, very high-end, very, very expensive jewelry every day. And I think it's beautiful, and I do really enjoy the jewelry. I think it's really fun to look at and play with. But I'm definitely more interested in the fashion side of it. And we don't currently have any fashion brands at the moment. Basically what PR in my case means is I'm reaching out to stylists to try to make placements on their talents. So I would reach out to La Roche or his assistants and I would show them our latest collections and I'd be like, hey, I know that you have whatever, the Grammys coming up or the Dune premiere or whatever they're working on. So I'm very well aware of like the happenings of like premieres and events. I would reach out, I'd be like, here's our jewelry, I would love if you took a look, let me know what you like. I would send them the jewelry that we have, our options, and then they would get back to me and let's just say they were like, yeah, I like this, whatever, diamond ring. I would get the diamond ring to them, either drop it off or they pick it up or I ship it or whatever, however that happens. And then they'll go through fittings, so they'll try on what she's gonna wear, try on what jewelry and accessories and whatever. And then it's kind of just a hoping and luck game. I just kind of hope that my piece, you know, fit the talent, fit the style, was the best option. And then I'll make a placement, and that placement comes when the talent, so in this case Zendaya, wears my piece of jewelry to whatever event. So it's a lot of just like hoping, and that's why connections and like relationships with people and stylists are so important, is because that's how you make a lot of placements. I swear I've gotten stopped at this train the past 3 times I've driven on this road. I do love looking at the train though. They are very cool. You wanna see the train? Wow. And then the other side of that is the media side. So I reach out to editors and journalists and people writing about jewelry who are making style guides, who are making shopping lists, who are making gift guides, who are, you know, trend prediction, whatever it may be. I reach out and I send them pitches. A pitch, I don't know know if that's probably not like common terminology. A pitch is where I send like a little write-up, like a little like, hi so-and-so, this year is all about bold gold and glittering gems. Take a look at our top picks of this season's best jewelry trends or whatever, right? Like I write a little thing, I attach a Dropbox, I attach some images. My Dropbox will have all the images that I'm trying to pitch, and that'll go to stylists and editors. They look a little different, sound a little different, but same idea. When I pitch editors, it's a little bit more like for gift guides, style guides, trend stuff, articles, and not so much physical being worn placements. So those placements are any time that one of our pieces is written about in a magazine, an online magazine. I mean, I guess an Instagram post could technically be media coverage. But yeah, mostly magazines. Like I just got one of my brands on Kieran Shipka for her Cosmopolitan digital cover in, I want to say December, the December issue, I think. Obviously, like there's also a lot of admin work that goes into that. I make a lot of lists of when events are. I make lists of who's attending that, who I want to pitch and try to get jewelry on. Then I make a list of their stylists and assistants, and then I put all of that into one of our programs that I use to send emails out. And I write up my email, attach all my stuff, whatever, make it look cute, and I send it to all the stylists who have people confirmed going or have people who may be going, like talents who may be going to these events. So it's a lot of emails, it's a lot of organization, it's a lot of writing. I've been doing it for about, I think this will be going into my 3rd year. Because I interned at one place that I then got a job at and worked at for about a year, a little bit more than a year. And then I stopped working there, and I actually was part-time at a different PR agency, and then I was part-time at a different PR agency and the PR agency that I'm currently at. And then things didn't work out with the first one, so I became full-time at the place that I'm at now. I think it's a good way to meet people in the industry. I think it's a good way to connect with brands and know brands, and it gives you a lot of insight into the industry and how it all works and the politics behind it, which I love. I love the business aspect of fashion. I'm happy to answer any questions. I'm about to go into this coffee shop. I might take little clips here and there of what I'm doing, but I'm definitely not going to be talking or like whip my camera out to be obvious. Here's just a clip of my work setup and then me sending some emails or something. I don't exactly know. My email or my pitch that I was drafting and sending out for the day. Here's one of those lists that I was talking about of just some talents we were trying to target. I just thought my face here was funny, so I included this clip. It has nothing to do with my work. Me working at my little coffee shop. I had my favorite spot, so I was pretty happy that day. And then again, just another one of my pitches that I was working on, and then me sending it out. That's pretty much what I do all day. So actually perfect timing because I only have about 5 minutes left on my meter. One of my stylists just called me and asked if I could come pick up some edits. So I'm gonna go drive to her place. It's gonna take me about 30 minutes to get there, and then it's gonna take me about an hour to get back home. Live, love, LA. But yeah, I'm gonna pick up the jewelry and then I'm gonna take it to my boss because we keep all of our jewelry in a safe. So I'll drop that off to her, and then that's basically my day. I probably won't even get home until after 5. It'll probably be around like 5:30 or 6 if I had to guess. Oh, I spent a lot of time in my car, so I have made more of an effort to be listening to new music because I basically listen to the same things like every day. Recently, I have been listening to a lot of Echo 2K. Love them. One of my faves. I've also been listening to the new Mac Miller album, Balloonerism, pretty much every day, like 6 times a day. I got really into Mac Miller last year when I was working on a collection with a designer, and I listened to his entire discography? What is that word? Discography. I listened to every single album for like 2 months straight. Like all day I just had my headphones on, working, cutting, sewing, whatever. And I pretty much only listened to him for like 2 months. I definitely used music as a way to like Pavlov myself, because I'm so okay with listening to the same album, same artist over and over, like on repeat all day. When I was in school, anytime that I would sew, I would listen to Nirvana, normally In Utero, but I would just listen to Nirvana all day, all the time when I would sew. In class, I would play them. When I was home, I would play them, and it just like helped me get into the space of like, okay, now we're doing this thing, like we're working on this creative thing, because the music was like ingrained in my head. What you're gonna see is that I start work at 10 a.m. for my PR job. I get off of my PR job at 5, give or take, and then I work from about 5 until 11 midnight on my styling stuff. So when I say I'm always working, or when I say I work a lot, I literally mean it. That's kind of how like the creative industries are. Like if you want to get into a creative industry, I would say that a lot of them require constant work. I do so much unpaid work, which another thing if you're going to get into the creative field, this is not like any other industry. No other industry expects you to do literally years of unpaid work before you're trusted to be taken on as like a serious paid person. I definitely have like a cool job, but there's definitely downsides that I don't think are talked about enough. It's gonna be so weird doing this because I can't really talk about, or like I don't feel comfortable talking about like anybody's name, anybody's like talents that they work with or that I work with. I can only give so much information about my brands. Like I haven't signed an NDA for any of my jobs. It's kind of just like built-in knowledge that you don't share information about like who you're working with, talents, like what they're wearing. Like I cannot share a lot about it. All right, so I just picked up, I'm in the Valley. I'm gonna go drive to like the Beverly Hills area to drop this jewelry off, and then I'm going to run some errands for myself. Okay, bye.